didn't mean to camp here, but the road chose otherwise. Waking up on an old pullout long forgotten, we step outside to what's left of the original highway, snaking its way up the Fraser Valley. The long forgotten stretch of road has only glimpses of its past left to see. This week, the boys and I are back in Canada. After leaving Vancouver behind, we are trekking north, taking the road less traveled with Prince George as our final destination. On a whim, I decided to take one of the 7 reaction ferries still in operation across the mighty Fraser. Climbing up and out of Lytton, we embark on what would become a harrowing and white-knuckled journey to Lillooet, hugging the cliffs as we go. With not one, but 2 flat tires, sheer drop-offs, and no easy way out, this adventure reminds me just how thin the line can get when you push yourself beyond the back 40.
Hopefully that means
Good morning, and welcome back to Beyond the Back 40. Currently, I am in the Fraser Valley on my way back to Prince George. I'm in a really cool spot with a lot of history. Now, this looks like just an old road. Dilapidated, not much left. But this is what is left of the old highway before it was rerouted up on top of there. And it has a particularly interesting name. It's called Toll Road. So the reason this is called Toll Road now is because back in 1926, they built a bridge across Spuzzum called the Alexandria Bridge. And they had a toll in place till 1947 in order to pay for the bridge. But it was left in place long after the bridge was finished building and being paid for. Now, it is nothing more than just one tiny section and a piece of history of where the road used to be. It used to run right alongside these railroad tracks. I don't know if you can see the tunnel there. Twisting and curving its way up the Fraser Canyon. And before it was even a paved road, it was a wagon wheel road. There's very, very little of that left to be found because when they built the train tracks, that took up pretty much the majority of that. There's a lot of history in the Fraser Canyon, and it's a beautiful place to visit. And just imagine driving these old highways back before they were straightened out to what they are now. One interesting thing, too, is on this side, trains only go one direction every 20 to 30 minutes. And currently, on the other side, there's actually one going now. All the trains go south that way, and they have an agreement between the rail line companies, so that way there's no having to wait for trains. Old work glove. It's not that old, but small hands. I love that you can see where the old highway was, but just how little of it is actually left now. Slowly but surely crumbling away. Look at this. Here's the last tiny bit of pavement covered up by dirt and the old guardrail. How freaking cool is this? What an amazing piece of history. So this is where the road used to go right over top the train tracks. Slowly being lost to time. And then right above me is the new highway. And they just buried the old one. It's just fascinating. It's just so cool. Like, hardly anything left. It's just such an amazing piece of history. Imagine coming around these corners like back before the road was straightened. And it's still a pretty twisty, windy highway. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But anyway, that's just a little piece of history on the old Fraser Canyon highway. Time to get back on the road. I am currently I was going to take Highway 12 from Lytton to Lillooet, but there's like a ferry that goes across the river to the other side, and it's all dirt road. So wait, I'm thinking, let's go check that out. That looks exciting. Anyway, we're going to go see where this adventure takes us.
Dust on my truck keeps the rhythm alive. Tires on the gravel sings the song of the strike. The sun is a hammer breaking through the blue. Crows in the field call the stories of old. Passing a barn with secrets untold. The wind blows the hay like it's dancing for you. The spectacular views, the feeling of feeling alive. When you push beyond the back 40, where the wild dreams survive. Stitching a quilt in the dark. Crickets are fiddling their way through the spark. The fire is crackling like it knows what to do. The spectacular views, the feeling.
Hey, we're on an adventure now. Puppies are having fun.
On the back 40, where the wild dreams survive.
Well, that was wild. All right, we're on the other side. We're gonna make our way to Lillooet. First, I'm gonna give my dad a call while I still have cell service, let him know where I am and what I'm doing. It's all dirt road from here. Somebody's dreams long time ago. So, a couple years ago, they had a fire go through this whole valley, and it wiped out the town of Lytton, pretty much right to the ground. It was It was crazy. And I drove through and it looks like they were finally rebuilding, but I think they're going kind of what through Fort McMurray went through, and the struggles with the insurance companies and then the politics behind it, and some people think they shouldn't rebuild and some people think they should. And you know what? To people that think they shouldn't, those are people's homes. That's where they grew up. They lived their whole life. Memories made and gone. Just some food for thought. But it is devastating to live through a fire go through your city. So one of the handy things about British Columbia is they've changed it to RR, Range Road? I can't remember. Anyway, so every channel on these back roads is just 1 through a number. Makes it super simple. There's no point this, point that. Currently, this road is on RR1 on my little handheld radio, which is attached to that antenna until I get a permanent install. But even with that, I get about 6 to 12 kilometers of range just having that antenna versus the one with the handheld. What a gorgeous view through here. It's 25 degrees, stunning scenery. Take the path less traveled. Get beyond the back 40. Well, we're off to a good start. Got a flat tire. So I'm either going to swap it or I'm going to fix it. And I think it's fixable right there. So we're gonna get the jacks down, get some weight off of it, and then I'm gonna try plugging it and then use the air compressor and fill it. Well, the whole point of going on an adventure is to get an adventure, and we got a flat right here. So I've got another tire repair kit because it took like 3 the last time to get it back to Mackenzie or Prince George to get it fixed. So I bought another one. You just make the hole a little bit bigger, put the plug in, pull the tool out, plug stays in, fill the tire. I'm gonna get to it because it's hot. Well, whatever I drove over was sharp and big. I put 2 in so far. I'm gonna need 3 or 4 probably for this one again. And if not, I'll have to just change the tire, but try this first. Well, I think so far it's holding with 3. When I get to Prince George, I'm gonna swap these over at my dad's house. But I'd like to be able to get to PG on these tires. Make things a lot easier with his tools. We're at 47, I'm gonna bring it up to 50. And then we'll leave it at that till I get back to pavement. I should have aired down. That was my fault. I totally forgot about airing down. I was at 80 PSI. It's no wonder it cut. Well, it seems to be holding for now, so let's get out of here, get towards pavement. We got 57 kilometers to go on this little side quest. Cool road, though. Things happen. Just got to deal with it. Well, so far it seems to be holding. Sitting at 58. Overfilled it just a little bit. I forgot that when you get moving, they get fuller as they heat up, but I don't know how low I can go with the camper on. I know without the camper on, you can go really low, and so you need beadlocks, but I have no idea what the weight on, so I don't want to risk it too much. All right, just stopping to check it. So far, it's holding all right. All the extra stuff just flattened out, but look at this view. That is incredible. Apparently there's a vineyard on this side of the Fraser that I'm going to try and stop at if they're still open today. It'd be amazing. I had no idea there was anything even out here. And right over there is an organics, farm fresh organics business. Just an incredible view though. Again, like I'm so blessed and lucky to even see this. And accidents happen. You know, I screwed up. I forgot to air down the tires. Probably was just a sharp rock. But you just deal with it. You figure it out. We're going to take our time though, because I've used up most of my patch kits and I only have the one spare. So take it easy for the next 49 kilometers. Definitely one of the crazier roads I've done.
Top down, hear the sound of the breeze.
That is a long way down.
Dust in the rear view, free as a bird. This is our town, no matter what they say. Every mile behind only brought us here. Now the road is clear. Shotgun ride on my Friday night. Sunset fire burning in our eyes. Let's leave the past in the past and deal with it another day. All we got is this open road. No plans, just a cranked up radio. Ain't promising forever, ain't no end in sight. Girl, I'm loving the ride. Oh, yeah, you know I'm loving the ride. Oh, yeah, I'm loving the ride.
Their old homestead. The turn is too tight for me to make it in one turn, so I have to do a 3-point. Crazy that people live out here. I get why you would live here. If you want, like, if you like the view and seclusion, nature, and peace and quiet, it's beautiful. It's just a crazy road. 42 more kilometers. Whew.
All we got is this open road. No plans, just a cranked up radio. Ain't promising forever, ain't no.
Well, we're back to power
end in
lines again, so.
sight. Girl, I'm loving the ride.
Means go. Alright, I had to back up there and get out. That was the first truck I've come across since this whole drive, so. Finally, just some road. Oh, this would be an amazing off-road enduro road, but I don't think I'll be coming back here with the camper again. I'm glad I did it so far. But a little intense. A little intense. I still got 38 kilometers to go, so we'll see. Literally just went around the next corner. Oh, look at that. Back to this. Well, what you didn't see is my right rear flat tire. I didn't film it, just fixed it. It's a good thing I carry lots of those little plugs. Still got my spare at least. So now I gotta, I'm gonna have to figure out a solution when I get back to town. I'll have to buy 2 new tires at least. It's a real pity because I've got a whole new set in Fort McMurray, but I'm a long way from Fort Mac, so it is what it is. I made the choice to come down here, so. And I made it to the Squamish Lillooet Regional District, so hopefully the road now is going to improve maybe a bit. Just be a little wider, hopefully now that I'm in city limits. We'll find out. All right, road just got much wider. You can see where they turn around normally. Once I get back on pavement, I'll put air back in the tires and at least try to get back to Prince George. What a crazy day. Fun though. Just crazy. Oh well. Anyway, I'm hoping that this vineyard actually exists out here. We'll see, because that's what the whole reason I even detoured. I was just gonna stick to Highway 12 till I saw it on Google Maps. Well, the vineyard is right there, but it's by appointment only, so I just called him. And he's got a group right now for the next couple hours. Unless I want to wait a couple hours, I can't get in. Oh well, there is one more, Fort Barron, that's on the paved side of Lillooet. I'm going to stop in and grab a bottle and make it all worthwhile. It is what it is. Back on pavement. All right, let's head to Prince George. I gotta air up these tires again. We'll take our time, get in there tonight, fix them tomorrow. All right, time to air up the tires. But look at this view and this bench here in memory of Gail Wright and Neil Wright. I don't know what happened to them, but I imagine they enjoyed this absolutely spectacular view. So, I'm sorry for the lack of drone shots in this video. With the not one, but the two flat tires. I just wanted to get off dirt road and get back to pavement. At least on paved road, you know, you can deal with stuff. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode so far. Well, I made it to Fort Barron's Vineyard. I have to let the truck cool down because just coming down the very last bit of hill into Lillooet, I had a reduced engine come up on top of the two flat tires. And I'm pretty sure one's still slowly leaking. Would have been fine if I just stayed on the highway, but that's the adventure sometimes. Anyway, I'm going to go into the vineyard here, pick up a couple bottles of wine, let everything cool down. I did restart the truck when I came into town and it cleared itself, so hopefully it's just nothing, because I had no check engine light. So while that's cooling down, I'm going to grab some wine. I haven't been here in like probably 6 years now. It's changed a little bit. I don't remember that sign being there last time, blocking the entrance somewhat. So, a little bit of a walk now. Good thing it's only plus 32 in the desert. Well, 2 bottles of wine later. Hopefully there's nothing serious wrong with the truck, but as long as nothing else happens, I'm going to call this episode here. Thank you so much for watching for this little impromptu episode of Beyond the Back 40. Get out there and explore, people. Doesn't always go according to plan, and that's okay. I'll see you on the next episode.